Some neighbors in West Georgetown say some unwanted visitors are invading their property.
And they're leaving a big mess. The culprits are feral hogs, and they're tearing up yards and landscaping. As KXAN's Ignacio Garcia tells us, the problem seems to be getting worse.
They lift up the grass mat. And
Janice Jones says she's seen these large feral hogs up close, and they're bigger than she imagined.
They're about that big, the big ones, and they have long tusks.
That big?
Oh, yeah. I have a friend that lives on the east side of town, and she said out in the open fields there they've seen 250 of them at a time.
Jones said she and some of her neighbors have had their yards invaded several times this year, and it can get expensive to fix over time.
We had our lawn taken up a couple of times. The neighbor across the street had hers entirely up. It looked as if a bulldozer almost had gone through and just lifted up the entire grass mat.
The River Ridge neighborhood is one of 3 that have reported damage caused by feral hogs. Police say these animals have been crawling up the San Gabriel River banks and onto people's yards looking for food or plants to eat. The problem is so bad, a neighbor has set a large hog trap behind his home near the river bank. Jerry Mullins has been living in this neighborhood for 15 years and says he's had close run-ins with the hogs.
It has not affected my yard, but it's been within a few houses of my house, and then several other houses in the neighborhood have really been severely impacted.
You know, they're coming through right up in here.
For now, Jones and her neighbors stay away from the hogs and have stopped making extra efforts to beautify their yards and hope there's a solution before spring blooms again. In Georgetown, Ignacio Garcia, KXAN News.
The city of Georgetown will hold a public forum tonight to discuss those problems with the feral hogs. It all starts at 6, runs until 8. It's happening at the Georgetown Public Library on 8th Street. But we took a closer look at the growing feral hog problem. Right now, an estimated 2.6 million feral hogs live in Texas. Texas A&M researchers believe the population is growing nearly 20% every year. At that rate, the number of feral hogs could double in 5 years.